Get your facts right. You are on the verge of facing legal consequences for lying and distorting truth.
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
Confusing, right? Just as confusing as why Councilwoman Jamelle McKenzie told the AJC that she was unaware of Morehouse's interest in the ballpark until last week's meeting, when residents brought it up. Let's travel back 4 months ago, when Jay Edwards from Morehouse presented his vision for Bill Evans Field to the entire council. Councilwoman McKenzie is seated right there.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, ladies and gentlemen of the council and department heads. My name is Jay Edwards, or Javaro Edwards. I'm a class of '92 Morehouse graduate and currently sit on the board of trustees for the college, and also I am the national alumni president. I'm excited to hopefully explore the opportunity to partner with College Park, the city of College Park, and Bill Evans Field, and make it the home of the Morehouse College Maroon Tiger baseball team, along with Marquise Grissom Baseball Association.
Morehouse College wanted to make over the field with new turf, dugouts, public seating, and an indoor facility for batting practice. On June 13th, I made this post. BIDA voted to sell Bill Evans Field to H.J. Russell, doing business as Creed Acquisitions, for $1.5 million. This decision came after significant community scrutiny and with minimal explanation as to why selling this valuable property and green space would be beneficial. Councilwoman Jamelle McKenzie, Councilman Joe Karn, and Councilman Roger Gay made all of this possible on February 19th when they inexplicably handed the fate of Bill Evans Field to BIDA. It appears Ms. McKenzie didn't like this statement because she sent me a text message. I discussed this at a council meeting a couple of weeks ago.
She said, once again, your facts on the matter are incorrect. The entire council voted on the deed on February 19, 2024. However, I did not vote on May 6, 2024. That is when the deed was actually approved. I understand your passion to put me in a box of negativity, but at least get your facts straight. All council members present on May 6 voted on the quit claim deed. This is random. Why is she even sending me this? And then she sent me like parts of the minutes so I could kind of, fact check it. But, I'd already seen the video 10 times at that point, so I already knew my facts. So I read it again. Once again, your facts on the matter are incorrect, with a capital I, incorrect. The entire council voted on the deed on February 19, 2024. So I was like, oh man, it sounds like she's trying to blame it on everybody else. So, again, when I looked at it, I was like, the entire council voted on the deed on February 19, 2024? I don't know how that happens because I see Ms. McKenzie in this picture. I see Mr. Karn in this picture. And I see Mr. Gay in this picture. But I don't see Ms. Arnold in this picture.
She left before they voted.
So how did the entire council vote on the deed on February 19, 2024, if the entire council wasn't there on February 19, 2024?
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy.
What's the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
Remember, she's telling me to get my facts straight as I present things. Once again, your facts on the matter are incorrect. The entire council voted on the deed on February 19th. The entire council didn't because, again, Ms. Arnold wasn't there. And then she goes on to say, I did not vote on May 6th, which just makes me believe that now she's running away from that vote.
This is important. Councilwoman McKenzie is the Ward 1 representative. Bill Evans Field sits within Ward 1. It is one of our prized green spaces within our community. It's a resource. Once taken away, cannot be replicated.
She took some pills from the city manager, she went home, and then she didn't vote on the wall, she didn't vote on this, and there was something else that she didn't vote on that I can't remember at the time.
At this point, you probably think I'm making stuff up, but see for yourself.
Y'all, I am not well right now. I'm going to try to stay for the next few motions, but I am in extreme pain. I had an injury, so if I seem like I'm a little out of it, the city manager just gave me some pain meds, and it's causing me to not be able to think clearly right now. So I will do my best, but I am probably going to leave shortly within the next couple of motions. So I'm having a little difficulty understanding what's being said, okay?
All council members present on May 6th voted on the quitclaim deed. So not her, just you guys. Then she sends me this text.
And let's pause for a moment. It's because of this next text message that I perceive as a threat that we are here today.
Get your facts right. You are on the verge of facing legal consequences for lying and distorting truth. And I know how some council people use our city attorney to attack our residents. So when she tells me, get your facts right, you're on the verge of facing legal consequences for lying and distorting truth, I'm afraid. I could be next.
I voted for Councilwoman McKenzie. Her success means College Park's success. But threatening legal consequences for questioning actions raises concerns about transparency and accountability. Councilwoman McKenzie, transparency goes both ways.
We must, as a community, if you're demanding transparency from your council and integrity, we must do that as well.
My commitment remains to the people of College Park. Let's engage in open discussions for our community's betterment.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yeah.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.